So this is the birthday week, and normally we are on the birthday adventure extravaganza, and this year opted to stay here in Colorado. And so I'm using this week to reflect on the past 5 years. And what I realize is so many people have asked me how old I'm turning. And I know a lot of women don't like to talk about their age, but for me, turning 45 on Friday is, it's kind of a monumental birthday. You know, maybe it's that every 5-year thing, I don't know, but, you know, reflecting back from 40 to 45, a lot of growth has happened. And reading that book, The Aleph, he talks about the bamboo shoot, how it grows underneath the ground for 5 years before it even sprouts. Kind of feel like that is going on in my life currently. And so you and I, T, were talking about earlier about knowing and what is knowing. And also I was having this conversation with Andrea a while back on what is knowing. And I referred to it, for me personally, it was that space becoming a mother, that deep knowing within me. And in that evolution over the past 25 years of being a mother, I have developed that deep knowing as a woman. And I really think that it started to blossom at the age of 40. So here, 5 years later, I'm, of course, reflecting on time, what's happened in those 5 years, and where I'm at now currently, and what I want in my life. And, you know, we've had this conversation so many times about me being solid. And solid as a woman, solid in purpose. And I don't think that really has anything to do with career, even though my purpose encompasses my career. It is all-encompassing of my life. What my desires are, what I yearn for as a woman, partnership, how I view partnership, commitment, marriage, family. Those core values that, and this goes back to that knowing, that I have always known. Now that does not mean that I always followed that. You know, I definitely have had integrity breaks in my life. And those integrity breaks, when you know it doesn't align with your knowing, with your core value, you blow up your life. You create illness. Yeah, I certainly spent years with illness, and our body is a fine-tuned instrument. It can tell us when things are not in alignment. Had a message the other day from a former student that has some challenges in her life with illness, and shared my journey from, ironically, about 5 years ago when I was dealing with the fibromyalgia. And no one knew. No one knew in my life that I had that illness going on, that I was in pain all the time, that I was struggling. And you know, I don't even know where that got me to hide that and conceal that, but at that point in my life, you know, being vulnerable, and it wasn't an option for me. So 5 years later, you know, my life is pretty transparent, real, raw, vulnerable, put it all out there. I do keep some of my personal life private by choice. I don't know. It's a pivotal point in my life. So where do I go from here? You know, what does the next 5 years bring? Of course, that encompasses my career and what direction I want to go. And so that deep knowing, yeah, I have that inside of me. And where it will take me, there lies trust. Trust that all will be presented in perfect timing. So that's all I got for now. Maybe we'll have more later on in the week.